Hey YouTube, Shogun Shobi here with a review of the Power Ranger Super Samurai 12-inch Shogun Ranger Water, the Blue Ranger. Kevin, as you can see from his human face, they took a cue from the re-release of Red and decided to put the human faces on the figure and include a helmet that fits over the Ranger figure, which works okay. From straight on, it's hard to tell. From the side, you do get a little bit of flesh color, which I think is kind of annoying. But from a straight-on perspective, it's perfectly fine. And looks really cool. So here's the Mega Mode. Inaccurate because A, this piece is too dark, and B, it's got gold lines on the face. But the figure's not made for the Mega Mode, it's made for the Shogun Mode. So let's go ahead and do that. But real quick, just to show articulation, it does have a rotation at the neck, full swivel and pin system on the shoulders, a swivel right there at the bicep, a double joint right there at the elbow, swivel at the arm, or the wrist rather. Same system down here for the hips, thigh swivel, double joint at the knee, and then a ball and swivel ankle joint down here. Very figure arts-esque. So really, really cool figure overall. So to transform him into the Shogun Mode, take this armor piece off and set it aside. You're not going to need it for anything ever. And replace it with this piece right here. Just like that. So now he's got his Shogun armor piece right there. And then from here you just kind of take pieces and put them on. We'll go ahead and do the skirt piece next. That's this piece right here. This piece just snaps right on to the front here. Make sure you line it up with the chest piece because they do connect together. Swing him around, and then attach the back belt piece. So he's getting there. I will go ahead and attach the head crest. This thing right here, it just simply plugs right into the helmet, like so. Don't be afraid to use some force. That works. Pop the helmet back on. Take the shoulder pads. These are marked. So this is his right shoulder pad, so it goes on his right shoulder. His right shoulder, not looking at him, right shoulder. So make sure you get it right. Pop that piece right here, and he's kind of coming together. The only remaining pieces are the wrist guards, which do not have a... Actually, they do have a wrist designation. Basically, look at all the parts before you start placing them together to make sure that you're in the right place. I believe it's the knee pads? I don't think they're really knee pads. That don't have a certain side. These will peg right into the tiny little grooves on his feet, just like that. And you have a fully completed blue Shogun Ranger. I just need to stand him properly. That works. Set him up back here. He does include a large Mega Blade, just like the Red Ranger does. So you just go ahead and pop that in his hand. Just like so. And there you go. So you've got a lot of detail in this thing. Particularly up front here. The armor just looks really good. And if you've seen my Red Ranger review, already, or you own the toy, then you know just how great these figures are. Yeah, this armor does hinder articulation, but it moves quite a bit. It's got a lot of hinges, so it shouldn't really be that big of a problem in posing. Same with these little hip guards and stuff. They allow a lot of room for movement. All of them move, so you really shouldn't have any problems trying to pose this guy. And it just looks really good. The only complaint I have with blue, which is really only this figure, it wasn't as noticeable on red, is just the huge hue difference between the blue of the armor and the blue of the suit. I'm not sure how well it's showing up on the camera. I think it's showing up just fine. But it's very different, and it's kind of off-putting. But I know the Mega Mode suits are that color, and the armor is sort of darker, so I think we've seen blue. So you can take a look at the picture from the show and see how accurate it really is. But it just kind of looks bad, especially when you set it next to red and gold, which don't have that problem. So that's my only negative complaint with blue. But outside of that, it's a really, really awesome figure. If you're a fan of Kevin in the show, or you just really like the Shogun Mode armor, I particularly love it. I think it's one of the coolest battleizers that we've gotten in recent time, even though it's never been used outside of a Zord cockpit, but that's an argument for a different day. And they're overall just really great figures with lots of articulation and no real flaws, I think. I just think it's really well done. And of course, we can't have Kevin without Jaden, so we'll try to bring in Jaden. One problem that I had with Red was how loose his ankle joints were. I am glad to say that my blue and gold both have very solid ankles, so I don't see blue falling over as much as my red figure did. But here's the two of them. They'll be accompanied by gold in a review or two. And just overall, absolutely fantastic figure. Like I said, if you're a fan of Kevin in the show, Ryunosuke and Shinkenger, or just you like Blue Rangers in general, by all means pick this up. I think it's a fantastic toy. Retails for $24.99 at most retailers, $34.99 at Toys R Us. So if you really want it, go to Toys R Us with a coupon or something. Because $34.99 is just way too much for these, I think. But $24.99 is a pretty nice price. If you can wait for Walmarts or Targets to get them, then by all means wait. If you can't, then see if you can find a coupon or something to bump down the price a little bit. So $24.99 standard retail. So you can check out ShogunShinobi.com for latest updates, my reviews and hauls. And of course, check out Riders, Rangers, and Rambles.com, the podcast bringing you the latest toku news in the craziest way possible. So take care and have a great one. Bye.